a minute.
It's great radio. What are you talking about?
Let's see. Where's my fucking thing?
What
Okay,
thing?
here it is. My little note that I have with Mike's ad read on it.
Ooh.
Want to make
Damn it.
sure I have
I
that
don't
pulled
have a
up.
roast for Jacob.
Oh, he's not on our Patreon anymore.
Okay. Well, never mind then.
Yeah, so we just have Mike and BJ to do reads for, and Derek doesn't get a read; he just gets a shout out.
Okay.
Let's see. I have a few bullet points made out. We can just see where the wind takes us, Jason Robbins.
Okay.
What episode is this? Episode 88?
88.
Should have been Daniel Ross. I'll never forgive Donald Duck for this. How dare you stand us up, Donald Duck?
For real. What the hell, man?
At least I knew by Monday that he wasn't going to show up. Like, it's weird to me that someone creates a commitment and then doesn't like actually do it. But it's even weird to me when someone does like what some of the guests in the past have done, where they'll confirm with me on Monday, confirm with me the day of the
And then
podcast, and
don't
then
show up.
still doesn't fucking show up. And I'm like, what the hell? Sean Finnerty did that
Yeah.
actually and felt super bad about it. And so he came back on.
Who was it that fell asleep and didn't come on the show?
AJ,
AJ.
AJ Bell fucking fell asleep while his phone was connecting to Zoom.
That's so weird.
I'm like, dude, do you have narcolepsy? What's wrong with you, bro?
Uh, yeah.
Yeah, a lot of weird shit can happen in 88 episodes.
All right.
I'm ready if you are.
All
Let's go
right.
ahead and clip that.
Yeah. Oh well, that's gonna be live. That's not recorded.
Oh, okay.
All right. Here we go. In three, two, one.
This brand new episode of Open Micers podcast is brought to you by that dirty, filthy motherfucker, BJ DeBlow. He knows exactly what he did, and he would have started his own podcast, but he's too chicken shit. And if you like Jay but think he's too good looking, try the Gestures Court, hosted by Jay's fat twin, Mr. Mike Eveland, found wherever podcasts can be downloaded. And also, shout out to our Patreon supporter, Mr. Derek Diamond. Thank you so much for supporting the show. And let's start the episode.
That music can only mean one thing. It is time for the Open Micers podcast. My name is Jason Robbins.
I'm Jacob Craig. I'm more yoked than the egg tray at a continental breakfast.
Do you like runny
Here we
yolks or no?
You know what? It depends. It actually depends on the dish, I think.
'Cause I like to sop my my toast in it.
So here's the thing, right? If I have a giant plate of breakfast, I like a runny yolk because then I can just dip everything into the runny
Mhm.
yolk. If I'm eating like eggs in a basket, you know what eggs in a basket is?
No.
Okay, so eggs in a basket is where you take a cup, right? And you put a hole in a piece of bread and then you fry an egg
Oh
in
yeah,
the
yeah, yeah,
bread.
yeah. I've never
Yeah,
had that, but it sounds great.
I like that hard
See, I
because if it
like to
gets
have a good
runny, it's hard to
fried
eat.
egg with a runny middle, over medium as they call it, and
Yeah.
chop it up and put it in my grits. That's really
Ooh.
good. My grandma
Yeah.
taught me that. But I can't eat eggs anymore. I've developed an allergy. So that
Oh, I
sucks.
forgot about that.
It
You are
sucks
so
because
you're so not yoked.
I love eggs, but I can't have them anymore. It sucks.
I hope I never get old enough to just randomly be allergic to
I
something that I've
know
never
it
been
was.
allergic
It's
to.
just like it just happened. And I used to eat eggs. Like I would just boil a dozen and have them in the fridge, and I would just take like one or two of them to work and eat boiled eggs first thing. And like that was my breakfast every day was boiled eggs. And like I can't even have them anymore because like if I eat an egg, I will shit out my kidneys. No kidding.
That's the oldest thing I think I've ever heard you say. I'll just boil a dozen eggs and have them in the fridge.
I
and
did.
Take them
I
to
would
work
get a
with
whole dozen eggs. I'd boil them, and then just like in the morning, I would just grab a couple of eggs, take them to work, shuck them, and eat them
Yeah.
whole.
Are those easy on your dentures?
Yeah, yeah. You know, 'cause I gotta eat the soft foods. And
What?
I like my food soft and my candy hard.
Oh,
Would
you
you
like
like
your
some
man
hard candy, Sonny? Would you like some? You want a Werther's? Would you like a Werther's, Sonny?
Oh
Hey,
man.
don't knock the Werther's though. Werther's are good.
I don't know. I don't dig hard candy that much.
Really?
Yeah, I'm not a big hard candy guy. I don't know. Maybe I'm not old enough.
I don't know, man. Have you had a Werther's? They're really good.
I've had a word of. You know what I do fuck with? Strawberry bonbons.
What's a strawberry bonbon?
Like those things, like those candies that come in a wrapper that looks like a strawberry.
Oh, I thought those just appeared in my at grandma's
Yeah.
candy dish. Like I didn't think you could actually buy those anywhere. I thought they just like some kind of grandma magic.
I shit you not. One time at college, I found one like in the grass that was still wrapped up,
And you
and
ate
I
it, did you?
unwrapped it and ate it. Yeah, I
Oh,
did.
dude.
It was still in the wrapper.
But still.
Someone just dropped it out of their pocket. It's mine now.
You dirty, dirty kid. That's
Well,
gross.
look, I didn't get anything from it. That's where strawberries come from. Strawberries come from the ground, and so do strawberry bonbons.
You know where strawberry flavoring comes from, right?
Strawberries?
No.
Where?
Strawberry flavoring comes from the anal glands of like raccoons or some shit. I'm not joking. We can look this up. Hold on.
So you're telling me I can eat a raccoon's ass
Yeah.
and it will taste like a strawberry bonbon?
Where does
Don't put it past me, Jason Robbins. Don't challenge me to eat raccoon ass.
All right, I'm Googling it right now. Let's see.
Wait, isn't it beavers? Doesn't Craig have a joke about this?
Yeah, I think it's from like beaver anal glands or some shit like that.
I think it's beavers.
Yeah, it is beavers. It's flavors coming from beaver's glands, Castor glands.
Which is in their ass?
It is. Hold on. Let me. Okay. This is from chefsresource.com. Let's see. For those of you who don't know, we were talking about glands located near the beaver's anus. Yes, you read it correctly. The anus. Let's see. Beaver, the story of hold on. Is it an old wives' tale or does it really come from beaver's anus? The scent produced by the beaver's tail have represented prized fragrances to perfumers throughout the centuries. Let's see. Beavers' bodily secretions don't contain any foul-smelling bacteria like humans or other animals. So that may be a link between certain berry flavors and beaver glands.
Ooh, baby girl, you smell as good as beaver ass.
A beaver has two glands known as Castor Glands. They are located in between the kidneys and the bladder. This is not far from the beaver's anus, which is where the hysteria comes from. The Castor Glands are, in fact, entirely separate from the anal passage, but still, it's close enough.
So beaver's farts smell like perfume?
I guess.
So if I eat beaver ass, it'll taste like strawberries.
Yeah.
I'm in.
Let's see. It is yellow in color and has an almost
Ew.
butter-like quality and texture.
Buttery beaver ass.
Yeah, that sounds
Name
lovely.
of this episode: Buttery beaver ass.
Buttery beaver ass. Put that on toast.
Put that in your grits.
Whew, that's gross. Like, how did somebody figure that out? They're just like cutting up a beaver, and they're like, "Hey, This kind of tastes. Well, is it like the frontiersmen where they're like killing beaver for beaver pelts and meat? They're just like, this part kind of tastes and smells like strawberry. Like, how do you figure that out?
I don't know. I feel like freaks have always existed. So it's like the first person to milk a cow, the first person to lick a beaver's asshole. Same boat.
Yeah.
Like the first person to look at like udders and be like, I'm gonna fucking touch those. I'm gonna touch those until something squirts out.
I'm gonna drink that.
I'm gonna suck on that.
You know what? You know what this would be good for? Cereal. Let's invent cereal so we can put this in there.
What do you think about the debate that everyone's been sparking up lately about whether or not sugar goes in grits?
Okay, we've had this discussion in the Nerd Cave Retro Discord the last couple days.
Okay.
Do not, if anybody listening to this, if somebody tells you to put sugar in your grits, they are not from the South. They are sent from hell, and they are not your friend.
I don't even feel that strongly about it because I don't even fuck with grits that much, dude.
Dude, I love grits. Like all grits need, all it needs is salt and pepper and some butter. That's it. That's all you need to make good grits. You just need to get your own personal balance. See, when people get like bland grits from the restaurant, they're always like, "Oh, their grits are gross." No, you have to season them to your own personal taste.
Yeah, but I mean, to me, it's like I have to make grits taste so much not like grits for me to enjoy them. I might as well just not eat grits.
That's why you should, next time you have grits, make up an over medium egg and throw it up in there and cut it up, and it's awesome.
That is true. I will say one time not too long ago, actually the last time I went to Waffle House, the waitress was hitting on me and gave me free grits. So I'm actually the mayor of Van Cleef now. That's what that means.
How come you're getting free grits? I don't ever get free shit from Waffle House.
Dude, look at this face, baby boy. You know why I'm getting free grits.
That's a face that says, give me free food.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. Girl, you can keep your number. Give me the grits.
She's like trying to pass her your number. You're like, no, just give me some grits, baby.
Just give me some grits. And like she didn't even like I didn't instigate this at all. I wasn't like, what can I do for free grits? I was like, yeah, I can't decide between these two things. And she was like, well, the only real difference is this comes with grits, so I'll just give you free grits. And I was like,
what's your go-to when you go to Waffle House? What's your go-to meal?
My go-to is one of two things. Either I get the 2-egg breakfast with a waffle on the side, or I will get the Texas patty melt with the bacon on it.
I usually get the All-Star. The All-Star, it's got like one of everything, and I'm a big boy, so when I go to Waffle House, I'm going to do it right. I'm going to get the eggs, I'm going to get the toast, the grits, the bacon, extra crispy, and because that's the only time I ever eat real bacon is when I go to Waffle House. And
what do you eat that's not real bacon?
Turkey bacon.
Oh, get the fuck out of here, dude.
I actually prefer turkey bacon to real bacon. I've never been a fan of pork. My whole life I've never been a big fan of pork. But I like turkey bacon better because it's not greasy. And when I go to Waffle House, I make the bacon extra crispy so it's not greasy. Yeah,
here's the thing though, is you're wrong.
I might be wrong, but me personally, I don't want greasy pork.
Look, I will take turkey bacon if it's available. If you have both bacon and turkey bacon, I'll get them both. But if my options are either turkey bacon or bacon, dude, no brainer. Are you kidding me? Give me that bacon, daddy.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I like a good slice of bacon here and there, but it's not something I want to eat all the time. If I want bacon, I'm going to have turkey bacon because it's not greasy. I don't like grease. Grease makes me greasy meat makes me want to vomit. Like that's why I don't like pork chops and stuff. Like I can't stand like pork chops and stuff like that.
What about this then? Have you tried baking your bacon in the oven?
I think so.
That makes it way less greasy because the grease just comes into it just drains into the baking pan, and
I might have to try
it's
that.
yeah, it's a lot less greasy than frying it. That's what we do is we put the bacon in the oven
Hmm.
and bake it.
Yeah, because I don't like bacon in the frying pan because there's always like you'll get like one part of it's crispy and then the other part's like that chewy fat piece, and I'm just like I don't want
Yeah.
that. At least with the turkey bacon, it's like evenly distributed crispiness throughout.
Yeah. I mean, don't get me wrong. Like I'll fuck with turkey bacon, but
But you got to get the right kind of turkey bacon though. I get the uncured turkey bacon, and it's cut thicker
uncured.
and it cooks more like actual bacon.
Whoa, is this like a terminally ill turkey?
Yeah,
Uncured.
uncured is like it's cancerous turkey.
Like, I can taste the tumor.
Taste the tumor. That's gross.
Taste the tumor. Alternate title name for this episode.
Yeah.
Taste the
Are you
tumor.
writing that? Are you writing these down?
I should. Hold on.
Because I'm not gonna
Taste
remember.
the tumor. Buttery. Beaver butt. Okay.
Yeah, but I always have to get the waffle when I go to Waffle House though.
Yeah, dude, you can't go to Waffle House without getting a waffle. Like it depends on the time of day, right?
Yeah.
If I'm going in the morning, of course I'm getting breakfast and getting a waffle. If I'm going really late at night, of course I'm getting breakfast and getting a waffle. But if I'm going like lunch or dinner time, I'm gonna get my burger, my sandwich.
Yeah, I like to get a good cheeseburger from Waffle House, and
Yeah.
get the potatoes, the hash browns, extra crispy with cheese. Yeah, that's the good stuff.
How do you order your hash browns?
Just regular with cheese, crispy with cheese.
I order mine scattered, covered, smothered, and chunked. I think
Yeah,
ham, cheese, onions.
but I always make a mixture. I like ever since I was in high school, I used to make I make this mixture of mayonnaise, mustard, and ketchup, and put that over my hash browns.
It's fucking gross, dude.
I used to do it in high school because it was the only thing that could cover up the taste of cafeteria food.
Yeah, I didn't even mind cafeteria food that much when I was in school, to be honest.
Were
I
you
didn't know
one
any
of those
better.
weird kids that liked cafeteria food? And I don't know, maybe other high schools, school systems other than mine actually had decent school lunch. Ours was horrible. It sucked. I hated it.
Yeah, I mean, we had good days, like the burgers weren't that bad. It was you could taste that it was a soy burger, but I mean, who fucking cares?
Yeah, we
The
used to
pizza
have
was
like,
good.
yeah, another reason I hate meatloaf is because they used to do meatloaf all the time, but it was like this dark brown brick of just looked like a turd. I'm like, why would anybody want to eat that?
Hey, Meatloaf worked hard to give you that meatloaf.
I'll
I
do
feel like that's a
anything
good
for
conspiracy
lunch,
theory.
but I won't do that.
I feel like a conspiracy theory that should exist is that all meatloaf comes from the singer Meatloaf.
Meatloaf, he just hacks off like a butt cheek.
Yeah, something like that. Or you just like, I don't know.
Or
I don't want to think about
He
it.
just eats a lot of meat, and it's like what his turds consist of, just meat.
Yeah, basically, just real meaty poops, and that's what
Ew.
meatloaf is.
But I hated
That's like
school lunch though. I couldn't stand school lunch. So every time I would actually get school lunch, I would just make that mixture so I could just put on everything and just not taste it.
What was good that we had that I would fucking shank somebody over was Stromboli, dude.
Dude, we never had anything that fancy.
You never had Stromboli when you were in school?
No, we barely
You
got
know-
pizza.
You know what Stromboli is?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, Stromboli was where it was fucking at, dude.
I'll kill a Stromboli right now. Like, I love Stromboli, but we never had anything like that in school.
In school's the only time I've ever eaten Stromboli. I don't know where else I could get Stromboli
Dude, you
from.
can go to like any pizza place and get Stromboli.
I might need to try that then. Just walk into a pizza place, ask for some
Did
Stromboli.
your school, did they still do this shit when you were a kid? Because back in the 80s and the 90s when I was in school, they would always make this nasty concoction as a side dish that was like shaved carrots with mayonnaise and raisins in it. This was
Fuck that,
all
dude.
the time. They had this
No.
every day as a side dish in the cafeteria. I'm like, who wants to eat this nasty shit? Like, why would you serve this? I only ate lunch maybe. I could probably count on both hands how many times I actually ate lunch when my entire like high school career. And most of the time, I would just save my lunch money and give myself a migraine from not eating throughout the day.
Yeah. Yeah. See, I went to school during the Michelle Obama reform period for the school lunches.
Oh, back when they actually gave a shit about your nutrition?
Basically, yeah. But so basically, like the only thing that changed really was that we had to get a vegetable on our plate. We didn't have to eat it, but we had to get a vegetable on our plate. But we live in Mississippi, so French fries counted.
Really?
Yeah, French fries and tater tots counted as a vegetable.
Wow.
So we would have a burger and fries, and we wouldn't have to get a vegetable because the fries counted as the vegetable. I fucking love Mississippi.
That's
dude.
awful. God, we're so dumb.
Yeah, I know, right? Like, you know that they did that just to be like anti-Obama. It was like, the fucking French fries count. Goddamn liberals.
Remember we used to have health class. We had I took health class as an elective in my 11th grade year, and we actually had to have it in the cafeteria because there were no more classrooms available. Yeah, I remember we were in there in the morning. It was like first or second period, probably second period, probably. And we could hear them back there like cooking lunch and stuff. And I remember one morning we're sitting there and like right up above the door, where you remember that little area where you would go and drop off your tray in the little window.
Yeah.
Right up above that window, there was like 2 giant cockroaches just like chilling on the wall. I'm just like, yeah, I'm never eating at school ever.
Nice, dude. Yeah, we had cockroaches in our cafeteria when I was in school too, but we called them lunch ladies.
Ba-ding!
Yeah, dude, lunch ladies were so fucking mean. Were your lunch ladies mean in school?
Oh yeah, they were terrifying.
They were horrible. Like literally, I would like ask, and I'm in high school, so I'm old enough to understand what's acceptable to ask lunch ladies. And she, like, I give her my lunch number, and she pulls up my account, and I ask how much money I have in my account. And then they'll just like bitch at you. It's like, that's for you to find out. You should need to be keeping up with that. I'm like, okay, so I'm just going to come to school one day and be like, hey, I want a lunch. And they're going to be like, nope, you don't have any money. You should have kept up with it.
What, did your parents have to like preload money to the school or something?
No, you give them the money, but I was just asking like how much money was in my account, and they would never tell you. So I just had to fucking guess.
See, we didn't have that type of stuff. It was either you either had lunch money or you didn't. One of the two.
Yeah, well, my parents would give me like $10.
Or you were one of the poor kids that got free lunch.
No, I got discounted lunch. So, but my parents would give me like $10 to give to the people, and then that would last me for however long. And like, well, let me know when you need more lunch money, and I'll give it to you. But yeah, I never kept up with it.
See, it was nice when I was in elementary school because my mom was an assistant teacher when I was in elementary school. So and she was an assistant teacher for like kindergarten. And so during lunch, I would just like go to her room, and they would always have like awesome snacks in there for the kids. So that's what I would eat.
Yeah, it became a lot different when I got diabetes because everyone like coddles you when it comes to food. It's like, is this okay? Is this enough? Do you need this? Do you need something else? And I would just fucking play that card, dude.
I'm sure.
One time in like the 8th grade in my science class, I got like super mad and I threw a desk, and then I was just like, my blood sugar was high.
You can get away with anything at that point.
Anything, dude. Anything.
Like take a bite out of a teacher's leg. Like, I'm sorry, my blood sugar was low.
My guidance counselor told me one time when my sugar was high, she was like, well, you should eat peanut butter because I heard that peanut butter levels out your blood sugar. I'm like, you realize that like it's high. If I eat anything, it's going to make it worse. Peanut butter is not a cure for diabetes. What the fuck are you talking about?
No, what I need is insulin.
Yeah, exactly.
Functioning pancreas. That's what I need.
Talk to me about the peanut butter later. We'll cut something out. We'll make a deal. We'll figure out what we can do with the peanut butter.
Yeah.
Oh man,
it was great when I was in. I think it was 9th grade or 10th grade when I took home ec, because then we started being able to cook in class, and that was awesome because we were making like monkey bread and stuff like that, and so I would just eat like in home ec class. So that gave me lunch for at least a semester.
Yeah, we had the options to take those kind of classes where they teach you how to cook and all that kind of stuff, but I never took them because in the class that they taught you how to cook and everything, they also had like a week where you had to carry around a fucking baby.
They never did that stuff for us. We're so lazy at my school. Like when I took PE, we never did anything for PE. PE was basically just study hall in the gym. And then I took home ec. The only thing they did was teach us how to cook like basic stuff. And we would just eat like in the class. They never taught us how to sew or do any of that type of stuff. The only elective I took that I actually learned something in was typing. And I was the only dude in class, and it was awesome.
Yeah, we actually I took typing as a required class in the 8th grade. So I think they still require that for like middle schoolers to take.
They don't require.
Typing.
They didn't require that when I was in. That was an elective when I was in school.
Yeah, which now I mean, that's something that's really important now. Like you can't live your life if you don't know how to type on a fucking computer.
Yeah, I feel sorry for all the jocks that thought it was stupid to take typing. Like, who's the smart one now, asshole?
Yeah. Well, I feel sorry for everyone that went to school before the 90s. Like, fuck. My parents, they'll chicken peck,
Yeah.
They'll just type one key at a fucking time. I'm like, you're never gonna get anything done.
Yeah, never.
You might as well just write it on a piece of paper and see what happens.
This is a good episode. I haven't thought about school in forever.
Yeah, I haven't wanted to think about school in forever.
But you know what's weird? Lately, I have been having a lot of dreams about the lunchroom when I was a kid. I don't know why. Like I just dream I dream I'm like at lunch during school, and I don't know why.
Is it a wet dream?
No, it's just I'm at lunch. I go through the lunch line, I get lunch, I sit down and eat, and then the dream's over.
That'd be a wet dream for me.
Yeah, well, for you, yeah.
Just get lunch and then wake up with cum in my pants.
Wonder what would happen if I just showed up at my old high school and just like went to lunch one day.
You would probably get tackled by the police. What do you mean?
What are you doing? I just want some lunch, man.
Yeah, dude, I'm glad I graduated high school when I did, because my old high school, they started like when all the school shootings and stuff were like big. They hired a fucking third-party security company to do security at the high school.
We used to have security too. We used to have police officers at the school.
Yeah, that's cool. Like, go ahead and have a police officer at the school. We had police officers at the school all the time, but they hired like a third-party like security agency. So there's just these random dudes with guns walking around, no badges. And they can't police people. Like, they can't be like, hey, slow down. I'll be like, hey, fuck you. What are you gonna do? Shoot me? Go to jail, prick. Like, why?
What, are they checking IDs at the door? Like, what?
Well, they're just there because, like, if there's ever a school shooter, they're gonna, like, everyone's in the mentality around here was like, well, if there's a school shooter, we need guns on campus. Like, that's the only reason they're there. But they also they're just random dudes with guns around all these children.
Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, because that's what you want.
That's a good learning environment.
Yeah, it's great.
Yeah. But I haven't even brought up a single one of my bullet points, by the way. I made a whole list. I made a whole episode outline, and then we talked about school lunches for 30 minutes. Dude, the show last night, I had a lot of fun. And I don't know how you felt about it, but one of my old high school teachers actually came to see me do comedy.
Yeah, you were talking about that.
How fun is that?
How did she like it?
She loved it, actually. She really liked it a lot. And she was one of those high school teachers where she's the same age as my brother. So like she's not old at all. I mean, she's 29 years old. So it's like she's not like a prude or anything. I was like,
one of my teachers showed up, that'd be a miracle because they're probably all dead right now.
Dude, your teachers are long gone, bro. they are teaching worms, dude.
God, you're lucky you had young teachers. All my teachers were like, 80-year-old ladies when I was in school.
Dude, yeah, I had such a crush on her too, dude. Everyone did. I mean, you have a teacher that's in her 20s. Oh my God, dude. But no, I actually told her when I was in her class that I wanted to be a comedian. And this was when I was 16. So the year before I started doing comedy.
What, like 6 months ago?
Yeah, like 6 months ago. And she actually loaned me a book. She loaned me This Is a Book by Dimitri Martin.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, I know. So teachers can actually impact people in a positive way.
Yeah, so she's decided to make you poor the rest of your life.
Yeah, that's true. But also I can't imagine me being a person without doing stand-up comedy now.
Yeah.
So
I thought it was an okay night. I don't know, I was in a funky mood last night, and when I didn't really have any kind of plan when I went on stage. I just sort of went up and rambled, and I don't know. It kind of worked out okay, I guess.
I thought that the crowd that was there was pretty receptive. Yeah. Dicks out for Gooter, by the way.
Yeah.
Fucking love Gooter.
I need to look back through some of my my journals and get some good Gooter stories.
Yeah, definitely do more Gooter material. Just because I like saying Gooter. Tell everyone who Gooter is if they don't know who we're talking about.
Gooter is he was the roadie for Fall as Well. When we went out on the road, he went out with us, and so he was basically our errand boy all the time. He helped us unload equipment, set stuff up. He ran our merch tables. He was an employee of not only us but of Imprint Records, and his name was Gooter, and we had lots of adventures together.
Yeah, man, dicks out for Gooter, am I right?
Yeah, dicks out for Gooter.
Oh boy.
Might try to get him on the show. If I could ever
yes, dude. Please. I would love to talk to Gooter.
I haven't seen him in probably, I think the last time I saw him was about 5 years ago.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, it's been a while.
Does Gooter have any little Gooters?
Yeah, he's got a kid. And last I heard, he was living in Florida. So I might have to look him up, because I don't think he's on Facebook or anything. So I'm going to have to go through different real life channels to get a hold of him.
Right. Yeah, I mean, it's not that easy. You can't just Google Gooter, because then that's not going to be what comes up.
Well, it's a takeoff on his last name. So.
Okay. Now I want to Google Gooter and see what comes up. I might do that before bed tonight. Google Gooter.
Yeah, no, on my luck, he might actually listen to this show, and they'll be like, "Hey, you were talking about me. You want me to come on the show?"
Yes, we would love for Gooter to come on, dude.
I want to have some Gooter stories.
We can do that for episode 100. I started planning yesterday episode 100 for us, because it's about 10 episodes away, and I want to do something really special.
12 episodes away. This is episode 88 right here. So 12 more, and we're at 100.
Yeah, so I'm going to start planning now and seeing what all we should do. If anyone out there has any ideas, let us know. Email us at openmicerspodcast@gmail.com.
And if anybody has any good guests you'd like us to get a hold of for the show, let us know too. Email us, Pop Culture Palette. Why do I keep wanting to say we're Pop Culture Palette? Like,
you live in 2015.
Exactly. Openmicerspodcast@gmail.com, and give us your suggestions, because we've been trying to come up with a list of who we want to talk to, and I keep saying like the same 3 people over and over again until we get them.
Which I can't get on, by the way. I feel like I've gotten really crafty in obtaining people's contact information, but I've contacted Kyle Kinane and Zoltan, who are two people that you wanted me to get on, like multiple times, I think, actually, and I don't think they're going to come on.
Well, I really want to get Andrew Heaton on the show. So if anybody's got a line to Andrew Heaton, let him know. We've emailed him and haven't heard back. And he's really, I mean, he's a comedian and he does his own podcast. And so he's very receptive to other comedians. So I don't know why we haven't heard back yet. So I was going to message him on Twitter, but he doesn't have his DMs open.
Okay. You should check Instagram. Instagram DMs are always open.
Okay. I'll do that. I'm not sure if he has an Instagram, but I'll check.
That's a trick of the trade for anyone wondering. Look at Instagram. Look at the DMs there.
I want to get Leland Sklar back on the show because I want to talk to him about music stuff.
That would be awesome, dude. Yeah, I've tried contacting him since he came on our episode just to I don't know. I don't remember why. I think I wanted to talk to him about his guitar that was at the Hard Rock in Biloxi. I sent him that picture and didn't hear back from him. So.
I still have Jake the Snake Roberts' card downstairs too. I need to email him and ask him to come on the show.
That would be excellent. We should definitely do that.
You're opening for Mick Foley. Dude, why don't you ask him to come on the show?
Yeah, I mean, I guess we'll see.
What?
Yeah, we'll see. You know, yeah. I am opening for Mick Foley. I'm really excited about that.
That's
my
amazing.
goal with that is I'm going to try to just basically make friends with Mick Foley. Like I'm gonna just try to be friends with him. Because he's coming to the Alabama Music Box February 10th, where I'm opening for him, and he's also going to be at Pensacon this year too. I think he's still going to be at Pensacon. There have been a few guests that have dropped off, but yeah, I'm going to try to hang out with him both places, and then just be like, hey man, if you know ever need a good road opener or whatever.
Yeah, because he does a lot of shows. At least he's used to before the pandemic. I'm sure he's going to get back to it.
Yeah, Krangus has actually worked with him before, and he said that he's a super nice guy.
Oh yeah.
So I'm sure after I work with him and everything, he wouldn't mind doing me a solid and coming on the podcast.
That'd be cool. Man, I'd be so I'd be floored if he came on the show. I love Mick Foley.
Yeah, I actually reached out to him through email to come on the podcast, but doing stuff in person.
We got our business cards coming in soon too. I'm getting them. I put a rush on them so we get them before Pensacon. I want to try to get the $1 Million Man Ted DiBiase on the show.
Is that how you say his last name?
Yeah, you didn't know it was DiBiase?
I thought it was DeBase.
Have you never seen old like wrestling videos?
No, I have. I just thought it was Ted DeBase.
No, it's $1 Million Man Ted DiBiase.
Okay, so I'm gonna call him Ted DeBase.
And
just so you know,
call yourself a wrestling fan. What is?
I don't actually. I'm prominently not a wrestling fan. Believe it or not.
That's so weird. Like I picture you to be like all into wrestling, and you're not.
No, not at all, dude. No, not at all. Like I asked to open for Mick Foley because I knew
somebody
that show
told me
was
to draw
a
picture. If somebody told me to draw a picture of a wrestling fan, it would be you.
I know, but I'm not. I'm so not. There are a few wrestlers that I like though, like just as people or like just as figures, I guess. So like I like Mick Foley a lot, and I like Cody Rhodes, and I like Chris Jericho. That's about it. I mean, I really don't give a fuck about wrestling, to be honest.
Yeah, I loved wrestling up until like 1994, and then I just fell off. I just stopped watching.
Yeah, I'm not going to talk to Mick Foley about wrestling, which I hope will be refreshing for him.
Yeah. I watched him. I watched him, him and The Rock a little bit during that era because he was the only wrestler that like I gave a crap about. And so once he was gone, that was it. I stopped watching wrestling.
Yeah, no, I'm more of a fan of him as a person because I've seen him like on documentaries and stuff, and he was like really funny, like on all these documentaries. And I'm like, wow, Mick Foley's funny, and I had no idea that he even did stand up.
Did you ever see
until I saw him booking shows?
Did you ever see that documentary Beyond the Mat?
I've seen it. I've seen bits and pieces of it.
Yeah, that documentary is great. That's all about a lot about him and the shit he put his body through and his family through. Like, it's a surprise he's not dead.
Yeah. Yeah, that's cool, man. It's gonna be kind of surreal seeing him in person once we're in a green room together.
Yeah.
But I think I'll get over it. But it's definitely one of those people where like I got a text back that I was opening for him, and then I caught myself like dancing in front of people.
How much is the show? Do you know?
Like how much are tickets?
Yeah.
$30.
Ooh, damn. I thought it was going to be like 10, $12.
Oh no, baby. No, it's $30 general admission, $75 VIP. And you better get them now because those tickets are going to sell out.
I know.
That's why I asked to be on this show, to be honest.
I don't have the money because we got Pensacon coming up. I've got Derek Diamond's wedding coming up, and I like.
Oh, when is that happening?
I think the wedding is in April, and the wedding party getaway is in March.
Oh, okay. That sounds like fun.
Yeah, in Orlando.
Okay. Are you guys going to like Universal or
I think
Disney
so.
or something?
I'm not quite sure.
Okay.
Everything's been is so weird with COVID and everything, so it's like hard to plan stuff.
Yeah. That's probably why I wasn't invited.
Because you're not in the wedding party.
Yeah. Oh, it's for the wedding part. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I understand. Yeah.
You ready to go and start wrapping this thing up? We're coming up on 40 minutes. And
yeah, we can start wrapping it up. I wanted to mention too that I'm not going to be hosting at the Juke Joint very much longer. I'm going to be not doing that, and I'm going to be hosting a new show every Monday starting February 28th in Biloxi at a bar called Temptations, where the Wayward Kraken used to be.
That's going to be great.
Yeah, it's going to be a fun little thing.
And do we go ahead and tell them who the headliner is for the first show?
Yeah. First show, we have Wally Phelps coming back to headline. So he used to host all the old Kraken comedy nights. So he's going to come back and headline. I'm going to host there every Monday. And so it was fun hosting at the Juke while I did. But
I asked him to come on the show tonight, and he was going to, but he just moved and couldn't find his microphone. And he said he had like 22 boxes to look through to try and find it. And I was like, well, don't worry about it then.
Yeah, it'll be all right. Maybe we can get him on for the bonus episode this month.
Yeah, we can do that.
But I mean, that's gonna be fun. It was cool hosting at the Juke Joint, but that wasn't exactly like my room. Like so many other people have fucking hosted there.
Yeah,
and it'd be cool for like me to be the one and only host of this thing so far. So I'm excited to do that. Also, I finished The Sopranos, and let me tell you, you were right. Tony Soprano is a fucking bastard, dude.
Yeah, I told you.
What the fuck? Like it's one of those things where like he's the protagonist, like you want to sympathize with him, right? Like you want to like this guy. At least I do. And then he just does shit that's so much spoilers if you've never seen The Sopranos, but he just like when he killed Christopher, that's when I was like, oh, he's just a shit person. Like, why are you going to fucking kill Christopher?
That's why that show is why we have, the anti-hero TV heroes we went through for such a long time, with like Breaking Bad and things like that. Straight from Tony Soprano.
At least like you can root for Walter White a little bit, right?
At the
like
beginning.
Just a little at the beginning. Then he killed a kid.
Yeah.
Or almost killed a kid. Yeah, that's true. But yeah, dude, like I was all in on it. It was like Tony Soprano, he's just misunderstood. And then he kills his fucking nephew. And then I'm like, all right, no, he's a fucking bastard, dude. He is an asshole.
Yep. But I still love that show though.
Yeah, it was fun. I need to watch the movie, but it's not streaming anywhere.
I still haven't seen the movie. And to be honest, I really don't have a desire to. Because I've heard so many mixed things about it. Plus, it's just I have such a The Sopranos like holds such a good memory in my head of that show. I don't want to do anything to taint it.
Yeah, I want to watch it just because I'm balled deep into it, and like I don't have any nostalgia surrounding The Sopranos. Like I just watched all 6 seasons, so I want to watch the movie to kind of finish the puzzle piece, I guess.
Yeah, I may.
And
watch
Joey
it
Diaz,
one day. I don't know.
And Joey Diaz is in it. He plays Big Pussy's dad. That's fucking great.
That's cool.
Yeah. His character's name is Buddha.
Wow. All right.
Big Pussy's dad is Buddha, played by Joey
Buddha
Diaz.
Pussy.
Buddha Pussy. Alternate title name. Buddha Pussy. We can't put that on YouTube.
Well, let's go ahead and start wrapping this thing up. I personally don't have anything to throw out there at the moment. We're still waiting on the video that we did last week, and as soon as I get that video, I'm gonna start booking shows. And we have Pentacon coming up, and that's pretty much about it for right now.
Yeah, man. And for me, like I mentioned, the date of the Mick Foley show is February 10th at the Alabama Music Box. You can get your tickets at www.alabamamusicbox.com, and you should get them right now because that show is going to sell out. It's a matter of time.
100% going to sell out. So go get your tickets right this moment.
Yes.
But you can go ahead and email us at openmikerspodcast@gmail.com. We're at openmikers on Instagram and Twitter. Openmikers.com takes you straight to our Patreon, where you can give us a couple bucks a month or just $1 a month. And that'll give you early access to the episodes and our extra content every single month. So let's go ahead and get out of here. We will see you guys next week. All right, and that's an episode.
That is an episode. It is one that we did. No one can deny it. It happened.
All right, thanks for watching on Twitch, and everybody that's going to be watching on YouTube. We'll see you guys next week.